Taxi!
Hello, sir.
How you doing? Take me to your favorite place and keep the meter running.
I'll be taking you to the Himalayan restaurant in Jackson at Queens.
Let's go. You're gonna make me cry. This is so incredible. We gotta get pumped up for the comedy show! Only on the day that I meet you could I have such a beautiful sunset. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Khakendra Pun, and I'm from a small mountain village in the west part of Nepal called Ulleri.
So you're Nepalese?
Yes, sir.
Do you call everyone sir?
I do.
You do?
As long as they don't slap on me.
Has anyone ever slapped on you?
Not yet.
Okay, good. That's good. How long have you been driving a cab?
10 years.
What were you doing before that?
I have done 77 different odd jobs to survive, living at 94 different addresses all across America.
94 different apartments?
I could never afford an apartment in the last whole 35 years. So what I've been surviving and what my surviving level has been is to basically crash at friends' couches. Whoa. Or living room floor or the kitchen floor. What do you call it? What everybody's looking for, American dream? Making $4.25 per an hour. I couldn't make anything.
$4.25 an hour.
Sir. I decided to calculate how many years it would take for me to be able to buy a little house with a garden in America. Turned out about 167 years.
167 years.
167 years that it would take me that long
to buy a little house with a garden.
With a little garden in the front. Then I realized, well. American dream turns out to be disaster. If I stay with this one, American dream would never come out.
Yeah.
I felt that my life wasn't going to go any further with $4.25 per hour minimum wage. I made my mind to write a book about my life. So anyway, this book is about my life to this point until last chapter, me being a cab driver, my brother. Please take a look.
Wow, that's where it ends.
Yes.
It ends with you being a cab driver.
I said, if I want to write a book and if I want to print, what do I do? How do I do that? I found a little print shop called Kinko's Copy Center. I found a job.
You found a job at Kinko's?
Yes, sir.
Wait, that's genius.
So I said, maybe if I work here, maybe I'll get help. So I got the job.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
I would use my free time to go on there and typing my stories.
You wrote your book at Kinko's?
Absolutely.
The whole thing?
Yeah, I would be typing my story every day.
That's incredible.
At nighttime, I would print my book. I was selling on my own. From my backpack, everywhere I went.
You were selling your own books?
I would go everywhere, at the laundromat, at the coffee shops, and then the festivals, and wherever I went, I started selling. I was selling my books for $20, $30, $40, $60 per book, and I was making a whole lot of money than what I was making at Kinko's. So I said, oh, American dream, this is fantastic. So I sold 6,000 manuscript to people who came into the store.
Into Kinko's?
At the Kinko's.
You sold them to the customers?
Customers who came in while in between I'm doing my job.
You sold 6,000?
That's what kept me surviving.
Wow. When was the moment that you said, I'm going to pick up the pencil?
Absolutely, probably 5 years old.
5?
Yes. I remember I just sit on the rocks and look at the sky and the nature, and I just think about life a lot.
When you were 5 years old?
Yes. That's when I started looking for pen and pencil, my friend. Growing up in a small village, my mother, she couldn't afford a pen for me to write. So wow. I started begging for pens and pencils to many Western tourists that used to come through our village. Once I found out that where some of these tourists were from America, I actually then dreamt about me wanting to come to America.
Kendra, you're gonna make me cry. This is so incredible, man.
I have 2 older sisters and 2 older brothers. None of them got to finish the high school.
Wow.
They had to stop because father passed away. So they had to basically help mother to grow food for us to survive. From very early days of my life, they inspired me saying, you know what, we got no choice, but you got one choice in life.
What do you want to do? You gotta follow your dreams.
That's right. So that's when I started looking for pen and pencil, my friend. From the very early days of my life, not having much, being able to be indulged with the nature and life, the mountain and the peacefulness, and then happy smiles of the people and the community. I was in love with life, and then I started thinking a lot about life and where I'm going to go and how I'm going to go, and that all I had to focus in one thing, that was kindness. As long as I practiced my kindness, everything would come together. And that's how I got to America, sir.
What happened that made you become a cab driver?
Somebody that I met from Nepal happened to be a cab driver. He's a funny guy. He said, you need to be a cab driver, man, you'll be okay, you'll make a little money to survive. When I first became a cab driver, I haven't lived here long enough to know where everything. I didn't even know how to take people to their destinations. As soon as people would get into my cabby, I would say, sir, ma'am, I don't know how to get to your places. Can you please help me out?
No way.
I would say, I'm brand new. And they would be like, New Yorkers were great, my friend. They would be saying, oh, hell yeah, man, we'll help you.
That's
go turn
amazing.
right and go to the left. Now, instead of me working hard, my customers are working hard. Every time people would get into my cabby, I would be just making them laugh and sing and dance and I'll playing my flutes, and I'll show you about, I'll
Wait,
sing
playing your flute?
like this. See, all these flutes here?
Oh, you have a lot of flutes.
Oh, yes, sir. Every red lights I've been playing for the last 5 years.
Every time?
Every traffic jam on the highways and red lights. So everybody is kind of trying to get out of these red lights. Now, every time red lights shows up, you are kind of content and you are happy. So for me, red light is great, sir.
Not a red light.
Anyway, my brother, that's how I do it.
You just did it.
Have you ever met a driver who can play a flute while driving?
No. But I just saw something that I never really realized. You can kind of meditate in the in-between moments. Because I'm always rushing, but I could be meditating in my own way.
Yes.
You know, you have the flute, maybe I can have something.
I'm about to be also a comedian too, my brother.
You are?
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna be a writer, a flute player, and a comedian, and a cab driver.
Exact, sir.
You're like a millennial.
Thank you. In my book, by the way, From the Top of Mount Everest to the Winding Streets of New York City, I wrote a joke about Jimmy Fallon, thinking that one day when I finish my book, I do want to appear on Jimmy Fallon's show. That was my dream.
Oh.
And then I said, who's the next?
Give me a clue.
Seth Meyers. Come on, man. Seth Meyers was the one I wanted to write, and I wrote. And then it went on. Now 770 freaking people, famous people that I have jokes in my book.
You wrote 770 jokes about famous people.
Including Vladimir Putin, Netanyahu, Obama, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, you name everybody's there. In Nelson Mandela, even Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Have you ever performed it?
Not yet, but I could easily, but I need help. Maybe you could be my manager and put me in places, man, I can do it. I can do an hour or so, no problem.
An hour?
Easily.
What is this little street? Is this like Little Nepal?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a scarf. Oh,
Yeah.
here it is.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
This is a beautiful restaurant.
It is a beautiful restaurant.
Yes.
Nepali food. So I was thinking, you've never done stand-up?
Not yet.
I used to do a lot of stand-up, and I know a lot of comedians.
No kidding.
So I think I can call some people and get us 5 minutes of stage time tonight in front of a real audience if
Really?
you want.
That would be my dream, my brother. That would be a good start. That's something I have not been able to.
And I'll introduce you.
Oh man, thank you, my brother.
So
that would
I'll
be
call,
fantastic.
when we get back in the cab, I'll call some people.
That's amazing, my brother. That would be super, super great. Maybe I should let you know what I would do the joke about. Life being full of balls.
What?
Did you know that life is full of balls?
Life is full of balls?
Balls.
Life is full of balls.
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 I thought this would be a good subject that I could make people laugh. And I
Life
could
is
even do
full
that.
of balls.
Yes. I would.
Right onto Delancey Street, taxi
I would be
yellow
more
is
than
at
happy to
Register.
do that, my brother. Yes.
Who's that?
Who was that? I didn't even get to see who that was.
I don't know.
I can do a block. I can block this out, people out. Yes, perfect. Block
Just
contact.
full block?
Yes, sir, full block.
That quickly?
Best way to
Damn, that's
get rid of
awesome.
the misery is like that. Just finish.
I need to learn how to do that. That's awesome.
Cheers, man. This is the
Cheers.
the Nepali chia.
Nepali chia.
Yes. Oh yeah. How do you like that? Perfect.
It's perfect for the soul.
Yes.
So so you play the flute, you write a lot, you want to do stand-up comedy. That's fine.
I'm also a folk singer. Let me sing a song.
Okay.
तल माथि माथि तल तिम्रै वरिपरि. Oh, by the way, I also do freestyle rap. Oh man,
What do we got here?
this is spicy beef
That's the spicy dry beef.
called sukri. Yeah,
Sukri.
dry beef,
That's good. Salty, spicy, and chewy.
and that's buza.
What's buza?
It is rice but puffy. It's good, right?
That's like Rice Krispies.
Oh yeah,
And then this is the potatoes.
aloo dum.
Aloo
Yeah.
dum.
Potatoes,
Wait, this is fantastic food.
fantastic, better than I thought.
Very spicy.
Yeah.
This is making me feel warm inside. Oh, more stuff.
This is called thali. Look at that.
That's the tali plate.
Thali plate, my brother. By the way,
Oh,
you gotta try this one.
what is that?
Called Dido.
Dildo?
Dido.
Ditto.
Dido.
That one looks scary.
So
What is that?
it's made from millet grain.
Okay.
I'm gonna teach you how to eat it.
It's hot.
By the way, it is hot. Okay, I'm gonna show you how you eat. Dip it,
Okay.
and then I'm not gonna chew it. I'm gonna eat like that. I swallow. No chewing, nothing.
I can't swallow this.
You can do it. No,
Okay,
no
like this?
chewing. Yeah. That's how you eat it. Can you imagine that?
Why don't you chew it?
We just eat like this. One shot.
That's literally what you do. You don't chew it.
No, we don't chew it. Isn't that funny?
It's cool.
We are eating a small piece, but usually in the village they eat a bigger piece.
Grandpa will eat a huge piece.
Oh man, they would like this.
That's a huge piece. Don't do that.
That's how you do it. You don't. Dude, people in the village would laugh their ass up. Looking
Because
at
I'm eating it like that?
They're like,
At least I'm eating it.
yeah.
This is the goat. I don't really eat much goat.
You know what they say when you eat goat meat, becomes stronger.
Goat makes you stronger.
Makes you more romantic with the wives.
Really?
You get wild like goats. Goat get wild.
Do you have a girlfriend?
It'd be cool to have a girlfriend. It'd be cool, nice to find somebody who you can be with. But when you don't have apartment, you don't have like nobody's gonna come to you, my brother. But don't hold sadness, but become a happiness. I carry happiness. That's why I dance every day. Before going to bed, 3 minutes dance.
Before bed?
Before going to bed, 3
minutes
minutes. If
dancing?
you can, 2 minutes, great.
So even if something really sad happens, you just keep going.
Have to. Remember, when you stop, you lose everything. The game is over.
You know when my dad died? You know what he told me? His last piece of advice? Just keep going.
Yeah.
He said, just keep going. That's his last words.
You were a very fortunate man. I was 2 years old when my dad passed away. I didn't get to enjoy my dad, right? But the memories and the people, what they told about my father, good man, that's what I carry, right? Sometimes you don't have to see things to understand life. You could see a person from the darkness, right? Somebody existed a while ago. 2 eyes is not enough, man. You can have more than 1 eye. Third eyes.
Do you think I can open my third eye tonight?
My brother Kareem, your third eye is already open.
That's great.
It's good to celebrate, man. It's good to eat food. So I have a little surprise for you, my brother.
Oh, okay.
You see my scarf here? This is handmade.
Oh, beautiful.
So I have one for you, man.
Oh, that's
Here,
beautiful.
let me put it
Thank
for
you.
man. So
Okay.
you do however you want to do, right?
How
but
do you
it's
do?
a handmade,
Yeah.
brother.
Oh, this is handmade?
And I got a little thing this for you, and this is for your success, man.
Thank you.
As a brother, how about that?
I
Cool?
appreciate it. Thank
We
you.
got it, my brother.
I'll give you a hug.
Always, brother, always, man.
Khakendra, I need to ask you for a favor.
Sure, my brother.
Every time you play the flute, I become very relaxed.
Yes.
So I was hoping before we go to stand-up, you could do me a favor.
Sure.
Record a song for me. I can call my friend at the recording studio.
Oh.
And you'll be doing me a huge favor by giving me that gift, and I can listen to it when I get stressed out.
That would be beautiful, my brother. I'll be so happy to do that, my brother. In fact, this would be a privilege, my brother.
Look how beautiful the sunset is.
Oh, this is beautiful.
It's a beautiful sunset. You know, only on the day that I meet you could I have such a beautiful sunset.
It is you, my brother, that brings all the good spirit, remember? It's just amazing. This warm, beautiful sun looking at us.
So you've been here for 49 years? 45.
45 is this year.
In this-
No, but 45 is since the first recording session with Brian Eno, and that was January 1981. But I was in this space since 1979, where we go to the control room, which is upstairs. That's the original space,
Wow.
and that's where I started recording in '81. And then I acquired this space in 85 or 86, so it was a few years.
Did you record for Ozzy Osbourne?
Excuse me?
Did you record Ozzy Osbourne's songs?
Ozzy Osbourne, did you
Oh,
record
Ozzy
him?
Osbourne?
Did you record him?
No.
You could be better than him, yeah. He's a
I'm
fun-
better than him? What?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, let's
you
okay,
got
you
his
can cut now.
style.
You got everything you need. Can I hear a little bit more? Just play.
Yes, sir.
So I think I need to be here because some of the sound comes from here, some of it comes from down there. So I need a balanced sound. It'll be a very sensitive.
You're right,
mic.
so yes.
So
yes.
could you stand maybe over here?
Oh, yeah, so we can... We're gonna do one piece at a time, huh?
Yeah. I'll talk to you from up there.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Khakendra, start from the top.
Okay, sir.
Have you ever had a flute guy like this before?
Never like just flat out as a foundation. Never.
Never just
It's always
wood.
added
Right.
or part of something that happens. So no solo flute. It's a nice recording. With the texture and the tone.
It's gonna be really
And
nice.
even some action, you know. Fingers.
Straight from the mountains of Nepal.
This goes to everyone struggling on this planet Earth. Life is full of obstacles, my brothers and sisters. Sometimes we rise, sometimes we fall. What happened in the past is all gone. And what is yet to happen is a different thing. In whatever situation we are right now is the best thing that ever happened to us. Failures and denials and closed doors are the openings of new doors. And so many people don't understand that because they haven't opened their third eyes or fourth eyes. We exist and suddenly we don't exist. Embrace life. Practice kindness and helping others. Smile. And the smile that you give to others, others will smile to others. Then others will smile to others. Life is full of balls. Full of balls. Full of balls. Full of balls. We all came to this world to take our own journey. And you are always beautiful. Yes.
Hell yeah. That's so beautiful, man. What was that one called, Khakendra?
The name of the song that I just played
Yeah.
is called Fly Like an Eagle.
I think someone else had that song.
Oh, no, what's the name of the song? Nobody is homeless. Every one of us got a home here on this Mother Earth. And we will not let nobody put us down.
Works for me. Dude, that was so good. How do you feel?
Oh, great, brother. It's a great privilege.
Well, now we're gonna go to the comedy club.
This is for Kareem and me, man.
Gotta get pumped up for the comedy show!
Yeah.
We gotta get pumped up for the comedy show!
Come on, are you dancing? Wow.
So this is the green room. This is where comics go before they go out. We're on the show tonight with a bunch of real, this is real. This is real comedy, baby.
Excited.
I'm happy that I get to help you do this.
This is like my lifetime dreams to be in a comedy clubs, to do my even 1 minute show, but I never figured out.
Let's do it.
Amazing.
Yo! My dad used to be a taxi driver, and you get in a car and you say, I want to go to Macy's or wherever the fuck you want to go, and then you don't talk to the driver, you're on your phone, but they have amazing, incredible lives, amazing, incredible hobbies. So I have another show, it's called Keep the Meter Running. It's where I hail a cab and I go on these crazy adventures with cab drivers. And I had the pleasure of meeting a guy named Khakendra Pun, who's Nepalese, and he's been driving a cab for 10 years in New York City. Amazing guy. And he said, I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy. This is literally 3 hours ago. So we made some calls and we're gonna make it happen. And so Khakendra's here today. He's gonna do his first ever 5 minutes. Please give a round of applause to Khakendra Pun!
Thank you.
All right, let's see it.
Thank you. Everybody. Thank you so much. I can't see you all, but you all can see me. Wow. Hello, sir. What's your name, sir? Al. By the way, did you know life is full of balls? No. How about you, sir? Did you know life is full of balls? No, I didn't. Great. Early in the morning when we get up, guess what do we see? The big ball, the sun. In the nighttime, in the darkest hour, guess what do we see? The other freaking ball, the moon. And if we look at the whole orbit system, there's nothing but freaking balls. Balls and Jupiter balls, 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 balls everywhere. And we all, the human being living on little ball, the earth. All the little boy and the grown-up man, we all carry fragile 2 little balls parallel to pointing towards the ground. Now, all the beautiful ladies, including a small girl, they carry the bigger ball to knock the man's smaller balls parallel to the ground. All the fruits and vegetables and fruits looking at the human balls, men's balls, said, we need to copy the ball, the men's ball. So they became oranges picking balls and apple picking balls and little grapes picking balls, balls everywhere, pumpkin picking balls and vegetable picking balls, cabbages picking balls, balls everywhere, right? Man came up with ideas. We need to create some sports that has nothing to do but nothing but balls. So they're creating football, soccer balls, ping pong balls, the bowling balls, the all basketballs, balls, cricket balls, balls everywhere. Wow. When the New Year's Eve shows up in New York City, guess what we do? Freaking drop the ball. Balls drop. My balls is about to drop too.
I look at where I am today, the shows I get to make, the rooms I get to walk into, and I know I'd be nowhere literally nowhere if a handful of people hadn't looked at me and seen something I hadn't even fully seen in myself. Spending the day with Khakendra, bursting with energy and excitement, I'm reminded of the debt. The only way to pay back the people who took a chance on you is to turn around and do the same for the next person with a story to tell. Even if that person is currently sitting in the driver's seat, just looking for a laugh. You did such a good job, man. That was amazing, dude.
Man, it was fantastic.
That was so
Thank you.
sick.
It was amazing. Wild, my friend.
All right, you gotta drop me off now.
Sure.
I can't believe you went on stage and did stand-up comedy.
Well, this is my dream came true, like American
That was
dream, man.
insane. It's the longest day. The meter is gonna be $850.
You pay whatever you like.
I'll buy 100 books.
Anytime, my brother.